was published. That's why I started drawing manga. I'm gonna show you guys the whole thing. Hello everyone, it's Katie. Recently I was cleaning and I actually found a bunch of my old manga and sketches. So I thought I might make this video to hopefully inspire some of you guys and tell you guys about my journey as an artist so far. I went from reading manga for the first time. I bought this when I was like 13, 12. And now, just over a decade later, my manga was published in a Japanese magazine. It is just a short, little, cute manga. And it was published because I was awarded one of the prizes for this competition. Okay, I'm gonna bring you back now to 2013. Okay, when I was 13, I wrote my first full one-shot, like 50 pages, and I'm gonna show you guys. It's so like, but I'm gonna show you guys the whole thing, so stick around for that. Lots of angst, existentialism, very edgy, very misogynistic, but I love it and I'm proud of her. I also did a big sketchbook of like practice drawings that I'll show you guys. I have a flip through as well. So yeah, let's get to it. This is the sketchbook. Oh my gosh. And my very first drawing was, yes, here it is. 2013. October. I see. So it looks like I was really into Bleach, but I was also drawing from like this manga book, like manga study book. Oh my god, is that Beezel Club? I read Beezel Club. AKB48, Bleach. What did you guys read back then, like 2010s? Lots of Bleach. Oh my gosh, Nisekoi. Dude. Yes, lots of these. Oh my goodness, some anatomy. Wow. 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 Spicy. Oh, Free. Did you guys watch Free? Oh my goodness. Oh, this was my OCs. So this must be one of my first OCs with a rebellious looking blonde guy and glasses nerdy guy, 15-year-olds and 17-year-olds and the girls. Oh my god. Oh, and I made a little Japanese name for her. I was such a weeb. Oh, I also read like Yamada and the Seven Witches. Oh my god. Yeah, AKB48. Dude, this is 2014 now. Oh my gosh, we skipped a few. Then let us get to. Okay, and before I show you guys the manga that I was working on, a lot of planning happened to get to that point. So I'm gonna show you a bit of the names that I drew and a bunch of like sketches. Oh my god. This is the second manga that I drew, but I never ended up finishing it. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It's called Luck. I'm dying. Okay. So this must be the name for that manga over there. Oh my gosh. No, I think this is the next chapter for that manga over there. This is, so I drew like this on scrap paper. Yeah, eternal storyboards. I kept them in this file. This is the file that I used for year 12, but I organized everything after year 12 and threw it in. Not using storyboard and sketches. This must have been more practice drawings. I was a really big nerd. I just went home, did my extracurriculars. Like I did ice skating, dancing, and like piano, clarinet. When I'm at home, I played like the guitar and I drew manga and watched anime and read manga. I'll show you guys a bit of the storyboards. Holding hands. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe for this. Alright, I'm gonna do a flip through of the manga. See you on voiceover. Oops. Oh, oops. I don't know if it's there or not. What is that? Maybe it ripped off. Oh my gosh, this one is ridiculous. Blood. What? Oh my god, she dies. You're... Oh my gosh. So that was the manga. I hope you had fun reading. The screen turns falling again. Let me just... Okay, the screen tones that I used, I'm actually trying to use more of right now, but they're a bunch that I bought from China. They look like this, and the glue's kind of gone, like it's been like 10 plus years, so the glue's gone down, so I have to like manually glue it by a glue stick. And I just bought so many back then because they don't sell these in Australia. So one time when I went back to China, I bought a whole bunch, and I bought this like Deleter's Bakuman artist set back then as well, and they gave me the prettiest screen tones. Look at these, like they were so high quality, and I never dared to use it, so I'm gonna try to use it lately in my sketchbook. Yeah, come here. There's so many. I need to show you. This is where I keep them. I still have some of my old manuscript paper here, and I'm trying to draw with them recently, and there's a bunch of patterns. There's like normal, like standard looking ones, and there's like gradients and speed lines. Oh my gosh. And fireworks. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. So back then there was a competition at Shonen Jump. It was like the Tezuka something's anniversary competition, and I wanted to join that, so that's why I wrote that manga. And oh my gosh, yeah. The rest of the drawings in this book are quite recent actually. There's a lot of time skips, a lot of parts where I didn't draw for a long time, and most of them are studies actually. Yeah, so I drew these in like 2019-ish. That was the time, that was the sort of time skip that happened here. 2019, yeah. I drew some wall bleach, 2016. So I'm going back in time again, so yeah, 2015. I was into Doda in 2015. But yeah, so now in March 2014, I copied some Twitter artists I was studying. And 2024, August, draw more casually every day. And I still need to finish this book. I made a how to sketch more video in your sketchbooks because I have so many unfinished sketchbooks. So go check that video out. I'll try to link it here. Yeah, if you have the same problem as me. So I have so many unfinished sketchbooks. It's insane. It drives me nuts. From around when I was like 15 to 19, I didn't really draw like at all, and for a time like in the middle of that I was actually actively avoiding drawing because it made me so upset every time I drew, because like I was like under this perfectionist mindset where it's like because I haven't drawn for a while, so I haven't practiced for a while, and like whenever I picked up a pen and drew, it'll just look bad to me because I knew I could draw better before. So like a lot of pride as a teenager. I couldn't stand looking at my bad art when I created it. Like I'm like, this is the latest drawing that I can draw. This is the best I can do. No way. Yeah. So I had that kind of mindset and just didn't draw for like 5 years. But like obviously I drew here and there throughout the 5 years, but there was like a definite 2-3 years that I didn't, that I actively, that drawing like repulsed me. I was like, I don't want to draw ever again. I don't want to touch a pencil. Yeah, that was the time. I'm gonna pop some stuff up on the screen. So basically in 2019 I was in second year uni. So after graduating high school I went straight to uni and I did a biomed degree, and I got an iPad, so I was like taking notes on my iPad, and downloaded Procreate, and at the time I was reading Hunter x Hunter. It's so good. Dude, I loved Hunter x Hunter. My friend recommended it to me again because I've watched it in high school, but then in uni my friend was really into it, so I was like, oh my god, let me try again. And then I watched it again and I was like addicted. I was like hyper fixated on Hunter x Hunter, and I had to draw fan art, so I started drawing fan art of Hunter x Hunter. After that I started drawing manga again in 2022. That's when I was really into Satosugu. I'm just like moderately into Satosugu. Like, so in 2023 I got really into Satosugu. That's when I put my foot down. I really wanted to draw manga because I wanted to make a Satosugu doujin. I wanted to draw fan art of them. I wanted them to do whatever I wanted them to do. So that's why I started drawing manga. Let me show you my Satosugu doujin collection. These are so lovely. Oh, this is my friend's falafel zine actually. She made a Death Note zine. Let me just show you guys. Look at that. Alright, my Satosugu doujin collection. This one is one of my favorites. I think my favorite too has gotta be this one. Look at the art. Oh my gosh. Still one of my biggest goals is to draw a Satosugu doujin. I think this is giving Urasawa. Tell me if you think the same. And look at this one. I'll show you one more and then done. Look. It's so pretty. Oh my goodness. So I was really serious about drawing a Satosugu doujin back then, and I did. I drew it. I was doing audiology at the time. I kind of worked on it after class a lot, and I did it. It was 4 pages and I was so excited working on it. So many emotions because I was so hyper fixated on Satosugu. Yeah, cringe. Yeah, same. It's okay. We'll get better. If there's anything I learned from this, it is that trust that you'll improve. Trust the process. Like, actively seek out what you're trying to learn and make sure you improve with each iteration, and you'll improve. Trust. Yeah, don't get locked down by your own skills. So I finished that one and I did another one and another one. So I drew like a page or 2 of Satosugu doujin every day, and actually I would draw whichever manga that I was hyperfixating at the time. So I did like Berserk. Let me show you. I did a bunch of different doujin mangas, so I added everything into a file, but I'll put it HD for you on the screen. So I did like Griff Guts, and it's just kind of cute little mangas that I posted. Like, there was this challenge going on. This was May in 2023. Yeah, so I started in May in 2023, this little short comics. Yeah, I started because I joined in this manga community's hashtag event, which was like Monitor Comics hashtag event. It was Manga May, I think. So I joined that. This was day 1. It was Casca and Gutska, but really I am a Griff Guts. Oh my god, this was one of the darker ones of Satosugu. So after around May, I decided to join a silent manga competition because I did conventions in Melbourne, and through conventions I met some people and they joined silent manga audition. So I was like, oh my gosh, I want to join silent manga audition too. And then I joined it, and the first silent manga that I made was, it is called The Seamstress. This one, it didn't win anything and it was chill, but I learned so much through it. I did it on Procreate and it was really hard to measure out the borders in Procreate, but I still did it, and it was really chill because I was so comfortable with Procreate, and Clip Studio scared the hell out of me back then. I did not want to touch Clip Studio. I learned how to do Clip Studio months later after both of my silent mangas. So I drew this one. So that was my first silent manga, completely drawn by hand on Procreate. And after that, I still had time for another entry, so I decided to draw another entry. And that was how Aria was born. Yeah, and this was one that ended up winning the Grand Prix runner-up award in that silent manga round. Once again, I'll put it up on the screen for you to read. So that was my, yeah. So for a few months after that, I was still kind of directionless because I didn't know what I was doing. I submitted it, and in February last year, they announced the results and they announced that it would be published, and I was like, oh my god. I'm gonna show you. Okay. So this was my manga. This is a little interview that they translated for me. This was my Aria illustration, and this was my Aria illustration commission by them, and this is the manga. They added little like annotations. It's so cute, and it says my name here and the title of the manga. Aria is my OC. This is Aria, and this is Jolie. They're like friends, but I'm gonna make them like Satsuki vibes because I love Satsuki. And they're basically, I shouldn't be commentating on this. This is meant to be a silent manga, but yeah. Throughout this manga, I was using Procreate, and as you can see here, I used a soft brush, and that basically went over and created that gradient. And at the end, at the very end, on the layers that I wanted to make the noise effect, I added the noise effect through Procreate. Yeah, this is crazy seeing in real life. I drew this based on what I wanted to draw, which was shoes and people. Yeah, and also Jolie, of course. She's so cute. I really wanted to draw these shoes. Okay, so yeah, I'll be quiet now. Okay. So yeah, that was my silent manga. I submitted an application earlier that year for a comic creator fellowship in Perth, my hometown. They were doing a collaboration with the Perth Comic Arts Festival, which is a yearly festival in Perth where like indie comic creators come, and it's like an anime convention but for comics. So if you're in Australia, come check that out. I think the applications are out now. Yes, go check that out. I actually got the fellowship in February, which was the same month that I heard about my award for the silent manga. So that happened at the same time, and I was like, oh my god, let's make more manga. So I joined the Comic Creator Fellowship, and we made this. And this was my first self-published comic, and so overall I started in March and I finished in June. So I was working on it full-time at home, learned Clip Studio through making this comic. I learned so much. The longest part of the process was actually the ideas and the plot writing. It took like from the start of March to like almost the end of April before I started naming. And I was working with lovely mentor Sarah, and she was really lovely, and I was very guided through the whole process because I had no idea what I was doing. And I got in contact with the books, and it was very hard and new for me. It felt very serious to me back then, because it still feels serious, because it was like the first step towards like a possible career out of this. Through this program, I suddenly met a bunch of people in Perth, which I thought was a small town, and they were a bunch of them were doing comics full-time. or like part-time, but like they were taking it very seriously, and I didn't know that kind of community existed in Australia, let alone Perth. So I was very inspired by that whole 3 months. Literally changed my life. Fast forward to June, this was published, and because it was so life-changing and I learned so much, I decided to make like videos showing how I made this from scratch. And only lately actually I'm gonna release this online, because this was only available digitally, 50 copies. It sold out at the event last year, so I'm gonna release a digital copy with digital stickers, kind of like Y2K deco inspired stickers, so check that out. It'll be out in 2 or 3 weeks. Follow my Instagram, I'll let you know when it's out and you can come. And for anyone who has already purchased one, DM me or email me, or I'll reach out to you to get your free stickers. Yeah, that's very exciting. That's happening recently. And I'm also opening pre-orders for another printed batch of these comics. This comic is about this little girl. She's 28. She is so tired and asked for a couple of days of annual leave. She was at home scrolling on TikTok, and something from her past hits her like a wave. So basically she was in a band in high school and their song suddenly blew up 10 years later. She had a bandmate back then. They haven't talked in a long time, but it blowing up right now, they kind of have to talk to each other. And her friend's glasses are actually inspired by these. I was referencing those glasses for like months, and now I have them here. Isn't it so cute? This is the friend. These are the gentle monsters. I've wanted them for so long. I know. If you liked Satsugu, or if you liked Nana, give this story a try. You might like it. It's so hot in Perth right now, but basically we've got the past sorted, and these are the projects that I'm currently working on right now. From the silent manga, I became in contact with the editors of ゚currently, and I'm currently developing a short story with them, and it's very long process. There's a lot of back and forth in the story writing stage, and similar to my experience writing The Girl I Left Behind, the story planning stage takes the longest. It's really fun. I'm really excited about the story, and by myself I'm also working on my webtoon. I released a webtoon last month about kind of like a Chinese migrant family with a family business, and they migrated to the Western world. It's basically gonna be a romance. It's a bit of a tragic romance, but with some happy parts in the beginning. Once again, if you liked Nana, I hope you'll like it. And as a girlie that read Twilight when she was 12, it's kind of that coded. Yeah, kind of Taylor Swift song vibes, Leve vibes. The music I'm listening to while writing it, kind of Leve, classical music, Taylor Swift. Hope that paints a picture. I'll put my link to the webtoon in the description, so go check that out if you're interested. So yeah, that is my journey as a self-taught manga artist living in Australia. This is very much the beginning of my journey, and I will document what happens next with you guys here on YouTube and Instagram. So follow me. I feel like this can also be a very lonely journey, especially if you're in an English-speaking environment, because there's an industry for it and it's like an industry job, and there's no equivalent for that in the West right now. So it could be a very lonely process right now, and because of that, I've been thinking for a while, but I decided to start a mentorship program for aspiring manga artists. So if you'd like, you can hire me as your mentor, and currently it is project based. So how it works is we get on a video chat and we discuss your goals, and then you send me your manga after you finish it, or if you already have it ready, you just send it, and then I will give you like a 30-40 minute detailed review of your manga, like what was good, what should you work on, or like, and I'll answer some questions that you've asked in your brief. So yeah, when we're discussing, before we go on the video chat, I'm gonna send you like a form, like a sheet to kind of help you brainstorm what you're after in this mentorship and like what kind of goals you have as an artist. I really want to be able to give you guys the option to have this. I'm gonna soft launch it here on YouTube, so it's out right now. In my description box, it'll be on my website and you can read all the details. If you have any questions, DM me, email me. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. I love you so much.